Alright, so you're getting 2 tickets today, okay? I'm not going to bring you to jail. Could bring you to jail, they are arrestable offenses. And the other one's the over the limit of brook trout from Mousam River.
Hey, what's up you guys? This is Steve from Natural Selection Angling, and I understand that math is hard, and that's why I never ask you to do any. We're gonna make some of these fish counters so that we don't get caught by the warden. We've all had those days where the deck is bloody and you're stuffing the box like a madman and nobody knows how many fish are in there and you have to stop and count. We're gonna try to avoid that by making this counter, and you're just gonna hang it next to the live well or wherever is convenient, and every time you catch a fish, you're gonna advance a bead. It's that simple. I'm gonna start out with this 550 paracord, and we're gonna take 3 feet of it for this size. Let's just take care of the ends so they don't fray, but don't burn this so it's black. Use the blue part of the flame and don't hold it very long. Well, you can shape it up with your fingers. Looks good. Okay, so we're gonna take this cord and we're gonna double it over. Now the main thing is we're gonna try to put it through this bead and it ain't gonna fit. Now, just a note here, this method of construction allows you to build it without carefully measuring every single thing first, because we're gonna start from this end and we're gonna leave the other end untied. You'll see. So this is 30-pound test. Doesn't have to be this heavy. I just looped it through the paracord and I'm gonna use this to string on the beads. I'm gonna give it a little pull, and you can see now it just pops right through. So let's load up all the beads we need here. This is gonna be a 10 limit counter. So we're gonna use 4 beads on the low side and 2 multiplier beads up top. Okay, once you get these onto the monofilament, we're just going to advance them down onto the paracord. Okay, we got the beginnings of something good here. I'm going to make a 4-inch loop at the top. And this way we can treat this any way we want. We can just hang it over something. We can double it over on a handle. We can add a carabiner, whatever. Let's just put a 4-inch loop so that we don't get stuck here and we can deal with it later. You're just going to make a simple overhand knot, but before you cinch it down, just make sure all the strands are arranged so you have a really nice looking knot that doesn't have the lines crossed over as it enters the knot. Two multiplier beads up top, and now we're going to put a knot in here. Again, another simple overhand knot, and we're just going to pull through the work that we just did. It'll go right through, no problem. Now we're just going to set this knot where it's clear we have room to advance these beads on the top side and that there's no ambiguity whether a bead is up or down. Now we're going to knot off the low side, and it's the same thing here. Keep the cords straight, don't twist them, make a nice, neat knot. For 30 and 40 count beads, you just need an extra foot of cord, by the way. And we'll cinch down all these knots. The ends are a little bit uneven here, so I'm just going to trim them off and then treat them with the lighter. That looks pretty good. And that's your finished item. It's a 10 counter. Watch. 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish, 5 fish. When you move the multiplier bead, you just bring the other ones back up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to make a 15 limit count just to go through it and show you another one. So we need a little bit more room up top for a third bead. So we're just going to move this knot down a little bit. The overall length is going to stay the same. We'll start out with 3 feet. Again, don't burn these. You don't want it black. See, I'm keeping the lighter above it instead of below it. That keeps the soot off. Okay, just pulling out all the twists here. And we'll double over the line. And we'll bridle this up with a piece of mono. And again, just go back to stringing the beads. Okay, once these are all loaded onto the mono, we can advance them down onto the paracord. And these should be tight. If they're loose, they'll just fall, right? So you have to have some tension there on them, some friction. That's what holds them in place. Okay, we'll just start with this 4-inch loop at the top. Now, if these knots aren't exactly where you want them, you can just loosen them and push them up or down the rope. And don't worry, none of this is final. If you make a mistake, you can just untie it and redo it. Okay, now we got our 3 beads at the top, and we have to leave a little bit of extra room, a little bit longer space than with the 2 bead unit that we just did. But we're going to do it the same way. We'll just make an overhand knot. And once that knot's in the position we need it to be in, then we're going to cinch it down again, keeping everything nice and straight. Okay, now we can tie off the bottom. And there it is, guys. Pretty cool, right? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did you get it now? You don't have to know how to do any math at all. And didn't these come out cool, guys? And these aren't wimpy little pansy beads either. These are big 14mm metal beads that are going to last forever. They feel like something in your hand. Right on, man. This was a pretty fun one. Really different from what we're usually doing on the channel, but super useful and a fun project to do. So I'm going to ask you guys, if you got any value out of this video, please help us out by hitting the like button and subscribing and hitting the alert button so you don't miss the next one.
Oh man, I catch so many fish today. Oh, where'd that guy come from?